Day 3 prelims has wrapped up. Just 3 races and we'll rapid fire through the results. As a spectator and a fan, this morning was very competitive. It was tough to make a second swim and there was a lot of people missing out. There was the women's 4am, the women's 100 back, and finally the men's 800 freestyle. Before we delve into that, I just want to say I'm doing these recaps from every session of the Olympic Games in Paris, so make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to support me further, check out my website www.theswimsuitguy.co.uk where I have merch and training plans on sale. Today I'm doing a discount on the Ultimate Warm-Up Guide. It's normally just £10 and now it is £5 only. Not only does it tell you the whole procedure you should be following, the protocol you should be following on race day, when to get to the pool, what dry land to do, but also what your actual warm-up in the pool should look like, when it should be, and depending on what event you're swimming, the warm-up changes. Just £5 today. Check it out, link in the bio and in the comments. Women's 4am was the first up. Look, it was competitive to make it back, 440.4, but everyone was kind of trying to play a bit of cat and mouse. It was quite tentative. Summer McIntosh was in the second heat. She's third seed through with a 437.3. We know she's going to be a hell of a lot quicker later. She looked very controlled. There was no emotion in the call room. There was no emotion in the race. In the first of the 2 heats, there was only 16 swimmers, but still it was very competitive. Emma White and Katie Grimes, the 2 Americans, went 1-2, and that's where they'll be tonight in lanes 4 and 5. We also got the 2 British girls in Freya Colbert. She's 4th. She's defending world champion from Doha. And Katie Shanahan was in 8th with 440.4. Very unfortunately, Nastia Gorbenko didn't make it back, and that hit me pretty hard. We then moved on to the women's 100 backstroke, where Kat Burkhoff blasted to a 57.99. To clarify, she didn't need to go that quick because 60.4 made it back. It was a statement swim. She went out quick, she rocked the underwaters, and she looked absolutely phenomenal. In the next heat, we had Kaylee McEwen go a 58.4. She'll be third seed later. And in the last heat, we had Kylie Mass have a rocket of a start. She was the fastest to 50 at 28.13, 0.01 ahead of Kat Burkhoff. And then Regan Smith, who was 0.3 back at the 50 turn, done this ridiculous 14.5 meters underwater to overtake Kylie Mass, control it from there, and go, well, 58.4 for second seed. It looked like she didn't try for 50 and it only really worked the underwaters. I think the Americans are going to be dangerous to Kaylee McEwen come tomorrow night in the final. 16th place, as I said, was Danielle Hill from Ireland, 60.4. Louise Hanson also made it in. Unfortunately, the 2 Brits, Maddie Harris and Kat Dawson, did not make it back. And, you know, everyone else you'd expect to be in there is in there. There was just 3 58s this morning. Actually, there was 2 because there was a 57. 3 sub 59s. This morning, I would say, was nothing too spectacular until the men's 800 freestyle. And I've not had a better time watching heats than this morning's men's 800 freestyle. Not only was there 4 heats, 2 of them being seeded, but we saw people qualify from the last 3 heats. The second heat, not a seeded heat, saw David Aubrey throw down a pretty fast 344.5. That did make the final. That was 8th place into the final. And I'm like, okay, he's moving. There was like multiple sub 350s in the first 2 heats. I'm like, wow, we're not even at the seeded heats. The first of the seeded heats, so heat 3, saw Ahmed Jaoudi just pit Paltrineri to the win on the line. Both them swimmers going 342. And I knew in that moment when 5th place in the second to last heat, Luca Di Taglio of Italy, 744.0, I knew there was going to be some big names missing out. The last heat saw Elijah Winnington go out very hard and then Dan Whiffin overtake him halfway and just not even use his legs last 100 to win decisively in 741.5. But the big shock is only 2 made it back from that heat. So we got 1 from the second heat, 5 from the third heat, and 2 from the last heat, the fastest heat, which was Elijah and Dan Whiffin. That meant third in the last heat, Sam Short of Australia has not made the final. He's 9th in 746.8, and he will be joined in the spectator stands by some big names such as Florian Wellbrock, Felix Orbach, Lucas Henvo, and the American superstar youngster Luke Whitlock. We have a lot of finals tonight. It's going to be an amazing show. We will be live, so check that out. We're going to be talking through the races live on my YouTube channel and Brett Hawk's YouTube channel, and I will be doing a recap straight after that as well. one of these sort of shorter affairs. If you want to see that, make sure you subscribe so you stay in the loop. Check out my website, www.theswimsuitguy.co.uk, for discounts and great merch and training programs. Just £5, £5 today. That's super value, so you can warm up like a pro. These are warm-ups used by people like Chad Leclos, Siobhan Jorge, the best swimmers in the world, Olympic champions and medalists. So check that out, link in the description, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.